Oh, it's 4:00. Alpine, I'm going to make you a panelist. We're on the Facebook, y'all, which means for the first time in the year 2022, it's time for us to say good afternoon, Gold Arrow Camp. What is up? I don't know what's going on. Alpine says she can't hear me. Delta, can you hear me? I don't know, Alpine. I'm sorry. Welcome to the afternoon assembly. We are so excited to have 48 people joining us. Oh my word. I think it's an all-time record, Delta. Is it an all-time record? It feels like a record to me.
This feels like a record because we don't even know who's live on Facebook right now.
And I'm be honest.
And we're at 50 plus already.
Listen, are you looking at this? Some of these people are families, Delta.
Yeah, like more than one person. So those are peoples.
I feel like
more peoples are more numbers.
Basically, what we have here is little campfire. It's not quite a big campfire, but we do have a dinosaur. We do have a rainbow. We've got a magazine cover that Monkey was once on with his favorite bullhorn. Guys, we've got it all. It is the afternoon assembly. Let's go through just a couple of announcements. This is a Gold Arrow Camp event, which means we need you to please keep it GACA. That means Gold Arrow Camp appropriate. It means we're going to keep it positive. We're going to build people up. We're not going to talk about anything that might offend, scare, or anger people in the chat. Please, we appreciate your help with that. If you see somebody in that huge list of attendees that you would like to connect with, you want to exchange contact information, that's great. We would love to facilitate that. So if you had a phone number, a social media handle, please send us a note. The address is mail@goldarrowcamp.com. When you do that, we'll connect with them and make sure that they'd like to share that information with you. We're going to make sure everybody is who they say they are when they exchange that information. Guys, so much exciting stuff coming up. I don't know if you've heard, but the podcast is back. Squid and Foxtrot were on it. We had mariachi. We had Taz. We've got more great counselors lined up here in the new year. We're going to check that out. It's wherever you get a podcast. Look for the Gold Arrow Camp podcast. We have other things, brand new things. Sunshine, we have parent coffees. They're virtual. Do you want to talk about the first one, which is coming up on January 19th?
Sure. Hi, everybody. So exciting to be back and really excited for this summer. We are just excited to, Chelsea and I are going to be doing some parent coffees just once a month for the next few months before camp. And the first one, I wish I had the name in front of me. I think it's about creating
a positive, connected family culture.
Yeah, so it's some of the stuff we're just going to share some ideas of like activities and things you can do at home to bring some of like the camp vibe to your families, which probably some of your campers brought home the camp vibes anyway, but we're excited to share some more and also give you all the opportunity to maybe meet some other parents. It's going to be a meeting format, not a webinar. So we're all just going to be chatting and sharing, very casual. We're going to do these once a month. Yep. If you register they are a registered event. If you register for this first one, you get entered in a drawing for a free copy of my book, which I'll sign. So that's kind of cool. And what else? They're going to be like 30 to 45 minutes, but of course, if you have to leave, whatever, it's very casual. They're at 10 a.m. and I think they're the third Wednesday of each month. So you can mark your calendar. The events page will be updated on our website, and just excited to connect with all of you. Preceding that, if you have like camp related questions, obviously you can always call or email us, but before each of these parent coffees, we're going to have some office hours, just open hour, like director ask question time from 9 to 9:30 on those same mornings. So if you have like a burning question about like a bus or something else like camp related, you could do those earlier and then come to the coffee, which is more of like topical type events.
It's true. Looking forward. I think those are going to be awesome. They're going to be such a good chance to connect and learn. Hey, a special welcome to all of the chat members. If you are like a camper or a family member and you see some weird names maybe in the attendees, maybe you see like a Chelster or a foxtrot, which doesn't seem like a real person's name, or Jazz is here. Counselors, they've joined us. They're in the chat. We're so excited. Hey, speaking of the chat, make sure you have set yours to panelists and attendee, or now it's everyone. Sorry, there's a Zoom update. Make sure you've set it to everyone if you're sharing things in the chat so that people can see that. Otherwise, just me and Delta and Sunshine and Alpine see it. One of the things we like to do at the virtual assembly is we like to celebrate big events like birthdays. And so I have a list of every camper and staff member from last summer who has a birthday in January. We're going to give them the one clap, and I'm going to see how many of these I can do before I collapse on the floor, because it is a long list, my friends. Here they come. It's Basilio and Hallie and Grace with Maddie and Sam, Davis and Hadley and Vivian and Anna with Finn and Honor and Will and Ginger and Henry and Layla and Mac and Megan with Ethan and Joe and Callie and Rose and Ella and Lana with Mark and Zach and Ava and Bridget and Hadley with Henry and Hudson and Lucy and Reed with Chloe and Ella and Eric with Jack and Julia. It's Kate and Pris and Teddy and Cash and Draja and Haley and Alex with Bo and Travers and Ace and Ava and Jack. It's Maximo and Chloe and Connor and Jack, Simone and Allie with Beckett and Brandon. It's Enzo and Jack, Joe Catherine and Lillian with Sophie and Dominic, Maria and Peter, Callista and Chloe, Grant with Lexi and Zachary, Charlotte with Jules, Martina and Rocco. It's Hagen and Leyland and Max, William and Kate, Maddie, Samantha and Asher and Dason and Hayes, Theo and Lindsay, Rosendo and Claire. It's Jaden and Mila and Schrader and Asher and Lindsay and Reese and Dagny with Elle and Emily and Esme and Kate and Lila and Orson and Rhett and Ruthie, Sophia and Audrey, another Audrey, Aiden and Gus and Jem and Poncho and Lone Star and Bonbon and Pops and Rim with Shaka and Tiny and Roofrack and Koa and Pluto, Ricardo and Monkey and Kronk with Tweety and Tuesday and Rungy. Woo! Y'all, that was a list. That was incredible. Happy birthday to all those people. We're so glad that you are a part of our family. All right, we've done announcements. We've plugged the things we need to plug. We've done happy birthday. It's time for a game, because we like to play a game at every assembly. That's right, it's game time. I've got your favorite guest GC of 2022 so far. It's Alpine. Welcome to the assembly, Alpine.
Hello, how is everyone?
Speaking for myself,
I wouldn't even know. I can hear the excitement, even though I can't even see anyone's face. However, I am super excited today to play Mad Libs. It's something I love to play at camp. It's something that you get to hear the title of the story, and then we get to fill in words into the story.
Yes.
Most of the time, it's going to be silly and goofy and not make any sense, but that just makes it the best. And
that's why it's a good game, if we're honest.
Exactly. Right. So what everyone's going to do is they're going to type in the chat answers when I ask for like a noun or an adjective. I'm going to pull up my chat right now. And then what I'm going to do is write them down. And in the end, we can complete our story. Okay. So the title of today's Mad Lib is Let's Go Camping. Okay.
Let's go camping.
Oh yeah. Hi Nadia. I can see people coming in the chat. That's cool. So first, I would love to hear two people. If you can name two people for me, I'm just going to randomly pick. If anyone can type it in. And make sure it's on hosts and panelists.
Two people.
Okay, I see a lot. I see a Chad and a Juliet. I'm going to do that.
Chad and Juliet have entered both the chat and the Mad Lib.
Oh, yeah. Okay, and then next, I'm going to need a noun which is a person, place, or a thing, and I need it to be plural. So an example could be like cars or trees or dogs, New York, but that would be, we can make that work. Awesome. I see states. Perfect. And I'm going to need 3 of these. So you
They're
guys
still
can
coming.
give me a
So look whenever you want there. There's still
perfect.
sailboats.
I like friends. Okay. And then one more. I see puppies. Okay. Perfect. And then, okay, wait, I actually do need one more. Balloons we're going to do. It's the first one I saw when it popped up.
Oh, okay. It's too bad Mini Mobos came next, that's a pretty GAC specific noun.
And then next I'm going to need a verb ending in ing. So a verb is something that shows action, like running or sleeping or walking or listening.
The first like 4 were running for the record.
Running? Okay, we're going to have to do running then because that seems pretty popular. And I'm going to need a few of these as well. But I'm going to ask for more later on. For now, I need a number. I need somebody to give me a random number. Oh, I like the number 44 because 4 is my favorite number. And so why not double it? So whoever gave that, awesome. They're really, I feel like everyone's answering. I love it. Okay.
Yes, people are blowing up the chat right now.
Oh, that really long one?
From Deborah. That was incredible.
Okay, and then next I'm gonna need 3 nouns. So person, place, or thing again.
We're back to nouns. Here they come. It's still numbers flying in there. I saw lion.
Okay. I saw that one. That was a good one.
I saw karaoke, which is a great noun. Could also be a verb.
There are so many coming through. This is
Delta loves karaoke. You should go karaoke with Delta sometimes.
Oh, I'm gonna have to. Okay, and then I saw avocado fly by. So I love avocados.
Same.
And then I'm also, okay, we're going to go back to verbs with ending in ing. So an action that ends in ing, like running, walking, all of that. Oh, okay. I saw
dancing.
Oh, wow.
I saw dancing and I love dancing because I love to dance.
And then it runs away from me in the chat. Okay. And then I'm now going to need a noun. Okay. Person, place, or thing again. Okay.
We've never had this kind of participation in the chat. This is incredible.
I love it. A leaf. That's a good one.
The best is you chuckle when you see where it's going. I love that about a Mad Lib.
Yeah, I know, because I know exactly what's happening. Right? Okay. Next I'm gonna need an adjective. So an adjective is a word that describes a noun, like beautiful, kind, smart, proud,
comfy.
Wonderful.
I got comfy came across. Comfy, I love comfy as an adjective.
Okay. Okay, and then I saw soft. Okay, perfect. And then I have 2 more things. I need one word from somebody, but I'm gonna need 2 of them. So just give me 1 each of a verb ending in ing. So once again, it's a word that shows action.
Skating was first in. Or actually, can we change that? Because I saw one that was better. Skydiving. That's a great one.
I can't wait for you guys to hear this. Okay, and then I'm gonna do snoring. I like that one. Okay. Are you guys ready for the story? If you are, you can give me a good fun word in the chat. Okay. Oh, perfect. I love all these fun words. Okay, I'm going to close the chat now. Okay. Let's go camping. Chad and Juliet wanted to go camping. First, they signed up for Gold Arrow Camp. They decided to prepare for camp by making s'mores out of states and friends. Next, they packed other things they would need for camp, like balloons and puppies. They were ready to go. They started running into the Sierras so they could meet the rest of their cabin. They both ended up in cabin 44. They got nervous when they saw a lion. Then they realized it was just a silly karaoke. When they arrived to their cabin, they unpacked their avocado and then decided to go dancing. At the end of the first day of camp, they were tired and asked their counselors if they could have a campfire. They used a tree and a leaf to build the perfect campfire. It was very comfy. They sat around the campfire telling soft stories. Finally, it was time to go to sleep. They had a great first day at camp. For the next 2 weeks at camp, they are really looking forward to trying 2 activities, skydiving and snoring. They are truly having the best time. Yay, good job, guys.
That was a great one. So much fun. Thank you so much, Alpine. I enjoy that somebody's dog heard you say puppies and came trotting over. It's like, oh, puppies, I'm in. At camp, we have 3 goals. We go over these at the beginning of every session. They are to have, I'm going to trust that you said fun, make
Friends.
there it is. I heard friends and grow. Great. And so for every assembly, we want to take an opportunity to talk about each of those things and how we can be doing that at home. And so I thought I would start with having fun because I am the chief fun officer. I love to have fun. I love making fun. And so one of the things that we do at camp that you can do anywhere, guys, is you can sing and dance. I happen to love to open up a Spotify playlist. Just look for GAC Music Master. That's all the Gold Arrow Camp music. You can do a great dance in the kitchen while you're cooking. You can do an awesome sing along to your favorite GAC songs. They're all awesome. But singing is something you could do. You do it in the shower when you're by yourself, or if you're like me and you don't mind people seeing you dance, you can do it in public. And we could sing. I think we should sing right now. I think we should sing a song. Are you ready? You're going to need to find a partner. They could be a virtual partner, or maybe you're in the room with the partner. Delta's going to come over to my office because she lives next door. And what you're going to do is you are going, come on in, Delta. Delta's going to come on in. You find that partner because it's the Wisconsin Milk Song. One of you is the cow. I'm the cow in this situation. One of you is the Wisconsin farmer. That's Delta. And then we flip it over. Moo, 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 moo. Does that make sense?
Hands together.
Hands together. All right, friends. Let us begin. Yeah. All right. Give me a long M. M. Give me a short M. M. Don't give me no pop, no pop. Don't give me no tea, no tea. Just give me that milk. Wisconsin milk. Moo, 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 moo. Give me a long I. Give me a short I. I. Don't give me no pop, no pop. Don't give me no tea, no tea. Just give me that milk. Moo, 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 moo. Wisconsin milk. Moo, 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 moo. Give me a long L. Give me a short L. L. Don't give me no pop, no pop. Don't give me no tea, no tea. Just give me that milk. Moo, 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 moo. Wisconsin milk. Moo, 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 moo. Give me a long K. K. Give me a short K. K. Don't give me no pop, no pop. Don't give me no tea, no tea. Just give me that milk. Moo, moo, moo. Wisconsin milk. Moo, 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 moo. Give me a long milk. Chocolate. Give me a short milk. Soy. Don't give me no milk, pop. Don't give me no tea, no tea. Just give me that milk. Moo, 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 moo. Wisconsin milk. Moo, 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 moo. And that, my friends, is the Wisconsin Milk Song. You feel better for having sung it. I feel better for having sung it. And that's the power of having fun on a daily basis. Sunshine. I talked about have fun. Can you talk about making friends?
Yes, I would be happy to. And also just a reminder, as Soy said at the beginning of our assembly, this is a camp assembly with all ages of people. And we want to keep everything appropriate, including comments in the chat. So please be appropriate. We would appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, make friends. Making friends is the most important thing that happens at camp. We ask all of you at the end of each session, did you make new friends at camp? How many friends did you make? If you made a friend at camp, like just say, yes, I made a friend, or say something in the chat. But I know a lot of you made friends, and some people have told us, many people have told us that their closest friends are their camp friends, even though they only spend, some of you maybe like 2 weeks with these people, but you come back and you're really close. One of the reasons is because we really spend a lot of time working on making friends and being friends with each other at camp. And that's what we spend most of our days doing. So we work on ways we can be better friends to each other. And one of the things that we talked about last summer, if you were with us, and we'll talk about again this summer, if you're joining us for the first time, is that one of the best ways to get to know your friends and become closer is to ask questions. So like in conversation. So I'm going to give you a scenario. If you have an idea of like, what would be a question you could ask? This is just random. You can put it in the chat. So here's an example. You're walking down the street in your neighborhood or something, and you see someone else walking and they have a dog. What could be an opener question that you could ask? Anybody? Any ideas? You see a person, they're walking a dog. Oh, Soy's got one? Oh, you guys are brilliant. I see it all over. Can I pet your dog? What's your dog's name? Great. It's just like a little opener. It always feels kind of awkward starting conversations, but depending on the situation, you can kind of think ahead of time, like, oh, I'm going to meet someone at camp. What might be a good question on the first day of camp to ask someone you're meeting for the first time? We talk about this at camp. What are some questions that you might ask to someone you're at? You know, you've walked off the bus down the road, you've met your cabin mates. You're going to say, hey, so good, Lily, for the win. What's your name? Super great. Then after that, when you're getting to know people more, you can ask even more questions. So at camp, we brainstorm a lot of fun questions, and Glitter's going to put in the chat. It's going to be hard to find things in this chat because it's so crazy. So we'll also put it on Facebook, and it's available on our website. But we have this list of 50 conversation starter questions. And once you've been friends with people for a while, it's fun to just kind of ask crazy questions, like once in a while, like if you could paint your room any color, what would you paint it? How many languages do you speak? What are your favorite pizza toppings? There's all these like fun questions, but each of those lead to something else, and you can kind of chat. So that's a really fun skill to practice. You can practice it while you're not at camp and get ready to come to camp when we're going to be talking a lot and have tons of time to just like sit around our campfires and at our meals and walking between activities, talking to each other. But questions are really great. So you ask a question and then you listen, because then it often leads you to another question idea. So like if someone says that I like, tomatoes on my pizza, you could say, well, what kind of tomatoes do you like? Sun-dried tomatoes, sliced tomatoes, roasted tomatoes. You can ask these follow-up questions that are so good. So a lot of people really like to talk. I'll just put it that way. People like to talk and they love to talk about themselves. So if people ask you questions, you are like, I really like this person. They're interested in me. I want to be friends with this person. So it's a really great skill to practice. You can practice at home with your family. There's all kinds of like fun ways you could do it. Everyone in your family could write down one question and you could just pull out one a night for the next few nights at dinner or something. But just practicing with each other, with your siblings, with friends. You can do it via text, on Zoom, or live. You can always practice this. But showing interest in other people and asking them lots of great questions, it's a really good way to be a good friend and to get closer to other people. So I hope you'll work on this. There's a couple of there's another thing that we had posted. I don't know if you remember when you walked on the dining porch on that big whiteboard. After we talked about asking questions, we put this up, and you could print this out and post it on your bathroom mirror as a reminder or something, whatever you want to do. But I recommend these questions, these ones. Think of your own. Bring some more fun questions to camp this summer. We'll brainstorm them. We'll add them to those huge rings of questions that we have on all the dining porch, dining tables. And I hope this helps you make really good friends this spring, this winter, and then at camp this summer. So that's our Make Friends for January. Report back to us how it goes next month, so we see if it helped you get to know any friends better asking questions.
Love it. Love to see people making friends. So we've had fun. We've talked about making friends, and I saw a whole bunch of people saying that they made some of their best friends in life at camp. Delta, third goal. Bring it home. Tell us how we can grow.
Well, I was going to do a fun repeat after me thing, but just for the sake of time. One of my favorite ways to grow, and especially now that we've just had the new year, is setting New Year's resolutions. And so I know that a lot of times we do set New Year's resolutions and they just become almost like impossible. And I'm going to speak for myself when I say that. I set this lofty goal and I've got 365 days that I have to do this thing or refrain from this thing. And sometimes that's a little like intimidating, right?
Hang on,
So
really quickly.
Yes.
Delta, what was your goal last year?
Okay, well, yeah, okay. I'll share what I ended up doing last year. So if you know me, as some of you do, I love Dr. Pepper. It's not a healthy love, I understand, but it is something I love. It's one of the only sodas I drink. So last year for New Year's, I was like, you know what? There's no way I will go 365 days without a Dr. Pepper. I know myself, I can't do it. I can't. So my goal was to just make it to my birthday, which is in April. And that seemed a little more attainable, right? It's only 4 months. It's going to be hard, but I can go 4 months. And I did it. I made it until my birthday in April. And then I was like, you know what? I've made it this long. I wonder if I can make it until camp, because there's no way I'm going to get through camp without having a Dr. Pepper on my day off. Like, I need to go to Velasco's and get a Dr. Pepper because they have the best ice. And it's true. So plug for Velasco's there. I made it to the start of camp. And then I was like, okay, if I've made it this far, it's now June. I wonder if I can just get through camp without a Dr. Pepper. And then I'll have one. I'll reward myself for a successful summer with a Dr. Pepper. I made it to the end of camp. And I was like, well, it's like September. I wonder if I can go until the end of the year. And voila, I made it a whole 365 days without a Dr. Pepper. All of that was just to say that sometimes we make these resolutions that might seem way too out of hand, or we can't make it that long. But if we make kind of smaller goals to get to a certain point, you can definitely do that. You can achieve a lot of things by maybe saying, my goal this year is to run a half marathon in December. I'm not a runner necessarily yet, right? So like this month, my goal isn't to be ready for that marathon now, right? It's to lace up my shoes and get out there and do like a mile every day, whether it's walking, jogging, running, however I get that mile done. Then next month, what's my next small goal to get me to that bigger ultimate goal? So my challenge to you guys to grow this month is to set yourself a goal that maybe you have to set smaller goals to get to. And it doesn't have to be a ton of smaller goals, but just think of something that you really want to accomplish this year, or something you want to do, or maybe somewhere you want to go with your family or something. And how can you get there and set those goals? So that is my growth tip for the month. I'm done.
We love it, Delta. You know what it's time for now, Delta?
Is it time for a statistic?
Stat of the day, stat of the day, da-ba-doo-ba-doo, stat of the day, stat of the day. Here comes that what? Stat of the day. Bop.
It's the bop that gets them, friends, every single time. All right, here's your question. Every morning assembly, we do this. We guess on a certain stat question. We have a traveling trophy that goes cabin to cabin. I don't have a traveling trophy for the virtual afternoon assembly, but I do have a question. Best guess in the chat, please. How many staff members, including doctors, nurses, ops guys, kitchen staff, have we already hired for 2022? We're busy hiring and interviewing for great counselors right now. How many have we hired? I see a 60, an 88, an 86, a 67, a 20, a 137. Oh my word. I'm going to have a hard time finding the right answer. Oh boy. I've made a terrible mistake asking for answers.
Good luck.
Thank you. Okay. I saw one that was very close. Reese right now, you're closest that I see at 123. Reese has guessed it a couple. A lot is an accurate answer. Well done to Nadia. 120. That's too high.
Yeah, Reese is.
I think Reese is the closest, and I'm gonna. Oh no, Jake is closer. Jake, I'm gonna give you the win. You guessed 121. The correct answer, as of yesterday, we had issued letters of agreement to 117 staff members for next summer already.
Juliet came through with 119.
Oh, did Juliet have 119? Well done, Juliet.
And then Jake. Wow.
Okay. So we're excited to have them join us. We had our first staff meeting of the year right before this meeting, and it was awesome. So fun to see so many smiling faces, and so many of them have joined us here today. Oh. Joke of the day, 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 joke of the day. Oh, friends, we like to end every assembly with a joke of the day. Generally, if I'm honest, not very funny. That's why they're joke of the day. Here it comes. Delta, are you ready to guess the answer for me? We're going to go to Delta.
I will never be ready for these, and that's what's so great
that's
about
what makes
them.
it fun. Delta, what did Mario say when he broke up with Princess Peach?
This isn't very peachy.
Ah, good, good. It's not you. It's a me, Mario.
I can hear him so proud of himself through my wall.
It's a very specific joke. You have to have played a fair amount of Mario games in your life, but I have because I'm old.
So good.
It's
so
me, Mario. Reese, I don't blame you for not knowing what to say. It wasn't funny. I'm with you. Yes, I will stop now. I am very pleased with myself. Friends,
Wow, Dad.
friends I haven't met yet, friends I've known for a long time. It was so fun to spend a half an hour with you. So much appreciation for you guys being a part of our camp family. So thrilled that on a random January Wednesday afternoon, you would spend your time with us. We're flattered and we're thankful. We're excited to see those of you who are coming to camp this summer, be that as a camp parent, a staff member, a camper. We are so excited to get ready to go to camp this year. We can't wait to see you there. Until then, until next month, we'll be back in February. Have fun, make friends, grow, and water your way through life. Bye, everybody. Delta, you actually have to end the meeting.
Oh,
because you're the host.
I'm going to keep this running forever. Yes, this is so fun.
Texting, look at all you're getting a lot of claps and stuff. Let them finish
this
clapping
is so
and the text thing. So awesome that you all could join us. We're really fun to see people out there. It really makes my day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Okay, I will end this.
Bye. We're sad now.